Hello, this is August 21st, 2025. Um, Here in my room. Well, I wanted to do something with my YouTube channel outside of just being, you know, a preacher, preaching directly. And obviously, a lot of people are familiar. Well, anybody who's watched my YouTube channel, they're very familiar with the sputtering, the rabbit holes, rabbit trails, and meandering, and all of that stuff. But um, outside of that, I'm an artist, writer, uh, have aspirations to be an animator, stuff like that. And I noticed that I have all of these stacks of art practically all over my room, and I've been making efforts here and there to try to organize it and put it aside. But I realize it's not really profiting anybody if I don't show any of it. So as I go through it, I want to basically just pull out art and just talk about the thought processes, what it was meant for, whether or not it's finished, maybe even talk about what I want to do with it in the future. But it would be best if I actually did something with it rather than just let it sit around and collect dust and possibly be oh, excuse me. Well, I don't want it to collect dust and, it not actually do anything. So let's start. Okay, I'm going to start with this drawing up here. And it is something that's not finished. I wanted to start, hold on. That's for some other time. This one here I did while watching over my neighbor's house. And I was trying to improve my understanding of dragons and dragon anatomy. And people probably like, if they're from church, they'll probably like, what are you doing drawing dragons? Those are evil. Well, first of all, there's a lot of good and bad symbolism for every every animal in the Bible. And I can go into that at length, but that's not what this video is about. We have these reference poses that I pulled from a YouTube video about Final Fantasy 16. And now that I've mentioned it, I know that I probably cannot monetize this video. Not like that was the aim in the first place. These are just drawings of Shinryuu from his opening cinematic whenever he comes in. I made them as basic as possible, but still giving like all of these the features. I try to plane things out, try to show, the perspective lines and stuff like that. And I still bothered to shade it and everything. People would say, no, you're just supposed to capture the gesture and just leave it alone. Well, yeah, that's good. You see, that's one reason why this one is the way it is. Because that's what it starts as. I'll draw the gesture, and then once I'm done, whenever I have the chance, I detail it. Because I don't like leaving things unfinished and stuff like that, and I probably just don't leave well enough alone. So anyway, Shinryuu is one of my more, well, actually, he's a super boss from the Final Fantasy series that I find, pretty cool, even though he's a dragon made of crystals and stuff like that. And, yeah, I can probably hear some screeching in the background. Forgive the dog barking if you can hear him. Anyway, what I find cool about this guy in particular, he started in I think Final Fantasy V in the final dungeon. He has kind of a Wyvern look to him. I think in Final Fantasy VI, the way that he was animated, it looked like his tail pulsed or something. I need to be sure about that. But it almost felt like his tail was a vein. Or something like that. And I heard, I did some reading on wyverns at some point. They're from Welsh mythology. I liked how he just blasted through like the wall of a ruin structure. He just comes swooping in like this before you start fighting. I want to continue this study because this is a study, and unfortunately I had this habit of starting a study of like different things in nature, different things in like scripture, books and stuff like that, and I haven't finished anything. You see, I got all these studies on various subjects and all that, and well, shoot, I don't know where to continue with that thought, other than that I just want to continue them. I want to finish them at some point, but I don't know if this study would ever truly be complete. Until I think, well, I know enough about it that I can draw it. I guess it's a kind of an exercise, I mean, or an admission of we always have room to learn something. If you stop learning, you plateau, and then eventually you perish, I guess. And I have this kind of weird habit that even though this is a gesture drawing of different poses of this creature, it's obviously not finished, but that, and it's the same thing, all four poses, that I gave it a continuous background to, I don't know, make sure that everything has to do with each other. But I'm trying to remember what the date was when I actually drew this. I did not sign it yet. I didn't sign it because I wasn't finished. And that was a mistake. But I know it was like, I think late last month or this month, early this month. But anyway, that's one drawing. I hope this actually brightens up somebody's day. God bless you.